Hello everyone, this is Uncle TJ and I'm back to cook again. Listen, I think I got a treat for you here. It's something that I've cooked before, but I've never really cooked it in this combination. But I will share some things with you. It can be used for curry chicken, and maybe even the seasonings can be used for fried chicken. But what we're gonna be doing today is we're going to be doing stewed chicken, just simply stewed chicken. So the highlights of our show, as you saw in the opening in the thumbnail, we're going to be using boneless, skinless chicken thighs. We have our onion. I have some leftover onion that I'm going to be including in that. I have some leftover bell pepper that I'll be cutting up. We're going to be using some Cavender's Greek seasoning, some Slap Your Mama Creole seasoning. If you have Tony Carreche's or whatever it is, you can use that. I actually have that as well, but I wanted to use Slap Your Mama. Hey, it's chef's choice. Also, I love using Mrs. Dash. If you all don't know anything about Mrs. Dash, this is a time for you to learn. When you go in the store and you look in your seasoning section, listen, look for Mrs. Dash. They got different mixes. They even have a tabletop seasoning or table seasoning that you can use in place of salt and whatever the case may be. But this one here is garlic and herb seasoning. And so the beauty about using Mrs. Dash is that you can use as much of it as you want, and you really won't over-season your food. All you're doing is just adding flavor. Okay? We're going to be using some smoked paprika, and I'm going to be using, of course, some kosher salt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get everything prepped, and we're going to go ahead and saute our chicken. So I'll bring you all back on when I get to that point, okay? All right, hang on. All right, guys, as you can see, we have our chicken boneless, our boneless, skinless chicken thighs have been cleaned off thoroughly. We also have fabricated or cut up our onions and our bell peppers, and we are going to go ahead and season up our chicken. What I'm going to do is preheat the stove here so that we can go ahead and saute our meat and our vegetables. We're going to saute the vegetables first. What I put into the pot is about three tablespoons of that oil into my Dutch oven I have on my stove now. I have my stove on between 6 and 7, if you will, a little less than medium-high heat. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and season up our meat. And what I do normally is I just go ahead and put on a liberal amount. Right now we have our Cavender's Greek seasoning, and I put down a liberal amount because I'm going to end up, tossing this meat here anyway to spread out the seasoning. Okay, we got your Slap Your Mama. I don't know why they came up with that, but they did, but it's good. Make you want to slap your mama. So put on a pretty generous amount of that. If you want to measure this out, this is about 2 tablespoons. I put in about 3 tablespoons of the Cavender's. The garlic and herb seasoning again can be put on liberally. Okay, so this will probably equate to about 2 tablespoons. We have our paprika that we're going to go ahead and put on. This will equate to about 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. If you have regular paprika, it's fine. It's just the smoked paprika really takes it to another level. Now, the kosher salt, many of you probably use regular table salt, and that's cool. But if you really want to get a better salt, use kosher salt. This is actually better. It's not real salty like table salt, and also it's more coarse and things of that nature. So just put that on there, and that's really all you need. That equates to about a pinch. I went ahead and shook it in, and that equates to about a pinch. Now you may ask, why do I have this chicken in a colander? in a bowl? Well, the water that I use to clean it sometimes takes several times for it to be rinsed out. Not rinsed out, but drained. So I just put it in the colander in a bowl so that whatever excess water that will keep my seasoning from sticking will drain out into the bowl and go from there. So we're gonna go ahead and toss this meat together. And please don't be stingy with your seasoning. You do not want any bland chicken. There's nothing worse than bland chicken. You do not want any bland chicken, right? No bland chicken. Say that with me, no bland chicken. Type that in the comments, no bland chicken. Okay, so you can kind of eyeball your meat. You know if you seasoned it well. This one here is seasoned very well. I put a lot of seasoning, or what I figure was a lot of seasoning in the beginning. So we make sure that we coat every piece of that chicken. Make sure you're separating it, getting it good. That is in your chicken, and you just know that you're in for a treat. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Even the smell of the onions and bell peppers mixed with that aroma to the cook who smells that. And now anybody who's in the house, when you begin to cook, they will be able to smell it, and oh my goodness, it just does something. It does something for the euphoria of your home, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and turn our attention over to the stove. Go ahead and get our vegetables over there. All right. Let's go ahead and get you all over here so that you all can see what is going on. Let's see, let's go ahead and bring you all down. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Welcome back. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and take our onions, put that into our grease so that they can caramelize. And we're also gonna go ahead and add our bell peppers. All right. The one thing that I just decided to do is to go ahead and add some crushed garlic. Oh, I love cooking. I love cooking. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and put some crushed garlic in there, just a spoonful, as you can see. And put that, is just adding flavor. We're just adding flavor, levels of flavor. Oh my goodness. I wish you all can be here right now. It smells delightful in here. Oh my goodness. Wow, wow, wow. Yes, sir. So we're gonna go ahead and start stirring around our vegetables. We're gonna let those caramelize and cook down some. All right. Love it, love it, love it. There we go. And once this cooks down, then we'll go ahead and add our chicken to this. Oh, it smells so good. What I may also do is create a roux, which is simply butter and flour, and to thicken up our base. Oh, that's another thing. La-ti-da. I hope you all are enjoying this as much as I am. I'm just thinking of different things. Remember that we're experimenting today. There's nothing really new under the sun, but when it's new to you, it's new to you, right? Right, all right. Glad you all are with me. Here we go. What else do I want to do? Okay. I see so many doggone seasonings in my cabinet that will complement this, but we're gonna go with what we have. I think we got a winner here. You all think I got a winner here? I think so too. Yes, let that cook down. So tell me, how many of you all have just decided, you know what, I got this in the refrigerator, in the cabinet, you know, I need to fix something for my family or for myself, or I just have a taste for something, I just don't know what, and you just go in the refrigerator and look, you see what's thawed out and what's not thawed out and all that good stuff. You know what, I've been there, done that. So, you know, I may go into the freezer the night before and see what I have in the freezer as far as meat. And I even think about breakfast and dinner to see if there's anything. I even see if there's leftovers in there because we don't want anything to go to waste, right? Right. So this is cooking down real nicely for us. What I'll do is I'll come back to you when this is really cooked down and we're getting ready to put in our chicken, okay? I'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back and our onions and bell peppers are pretty much cooked down very well. So we're gonna go ahead now and add our chicken. Yes. Woo. All that seasoning. I can't let it go. I can't. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Give me just one moment, guys. All right, guys, we are back. We are back. Just wanted to get something situated here. I hope it sounds different. Anybody notice? Uh-oh. I guess I gave it away. Does anybody notice anything different? I do. I hope I sound a whole lot better. All right, we are getting down into that bad boy. Oh gosh. This seasoning is just really coming through. So what we're doing now is we're just trying to brown off our chicken. And while that's doing that, I tell you what, I just want to share something with you guys. My son and I were just hanging out yesterday, Martin Luther King Day, so that kind of gives you an idea when this video is being presented to you. So yesterday we were together just hanging out, and I said, wow, I saw some collard greens in the freezer in the bag. I was like, wow. And I had some smoked neck bones. So I said, okay, we finished getting ready to get down. So in the same pot, I put my neck bones in some water so it could soften up or tenderize the neck bones. And I said, okay, well, I'll take a nap. I said, I'm just gonna take a power nap, maybe 15, 20 minutes. I was gone for about an hour. And my mistake is that I put the temperature on the stove a little too high. I put it on high or close to high where it was close enough. My son woke me up and said, Dad, is this supposed to be smoking like that? Oh my goodness. The whole place was filled with smoke. And I was so heartbroken because the neck bones were burnt. They had the char on it. There's no way that was going to work with collard greens. So I had to throw it out. I had to open up all the windows to air it out in here. He was coughing. I was coughing. It was just really bad. And he went and opened the door, fanning the door. I opened up the patio door, to try to air it out in here as much as possible. We got rid of it and everything. You still got a little residual smell, but it'll go away eventually. But that was a moment that my son and I will never, ever forget. Do you all have any moments that you just remember? Something that happened with your dad or your mom or your uncle or whatever the case may be that's just etched in your memory forever? That's what life is all about. It's about creating memories. Even though that was, I'm not too proud of that, but because I make some good greens. I'm going to make some for you all one day, probably soon, because I still have a taste for them. But that's what it's all about. It's about making moments, making memories with family. One thing that I found out is that, hey, people are not going to be here forever. They're simply just not going to be here forever. And we need to make memories. We need to make moments that we cherish those things for the rest of our lives, right? Right. So share some of your comments with me. Tell me about some memories that you had with your family or whatever the case may be that you remember, okay? All right. So the chicken's doing very well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just ask you all to bear with me while I get this browned up. And once I get to the next step, we'll go ahead and bring you all back on, okay? All right. All right, gang, we are back here and this chicken is really, really, really looking good here. All right. So what we want to do now is just reduce our heat. You all can see it. The vegetables are really cooked down real good. The chicken is really coming along. That's the beauty about having a Dutch oven, is that it really holds in the heat real well. Almost similar to a pressure cooker, but not quite. So this is really coming along nice. This is really coming along nice. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna let this stew down a little bit more. And then what we'll do is come back. I may go ahead and do like a gravy on it to kind of smother it. Use this juice that's in it right now. And like I said, create a roux, which is again butter and flour mixed in together, and then pour it in and let it thicken up and whatnot. So we're gonna do that. And when we get to that point, we'll go ahead and bring you all back on, okay? All right, thank you very much. All right, gang, welcome back. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and add our roux, which is again, is just butter and flour. And we're gonna thicken this broth up. Let me go ahead and get a bigger spoon. Y'all excuse me there. You got the roux in there now. And you can just add it until, you know, you're satisfied with the thickness of the gravy. Oh, that's looking good. That is looking good. Good. Yes. That is looking delightful. I want to add just a little bit more. Yes. All right. That looks real good. This is ending up to be smothered chicken, which is fine by me. Yes, sir. So what we need to do now, I'm going to turn down my heat a little bit, and I'm going to allow this to continue to cook. And then let me just taste it now. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to let this cook down, probably for about 45 minutes to an hour. So let this go ahead and really tenderize and whatnot and cook down. This gravy looks wonderful. I already have some asparagus that I'm going to cook to accompany this. And I think I may make some rice. I may not. I don't know. But listen, I hope that this works out for you. We're going to, again, go ahead and cut that off, and not cut it off, but cover it up, clean up a little bit, and go from there. And then it should be ready in about an hour. I'll see you all in a minute. Okay, gang, we are back. Listen, I have the asparagus here ready. You hear it sizzling. It's done. And the chicken is done. So we're going to go ahead and do a little taste on the chicken. Oh, smells so good. Oh my goodness. Oh, my neighbors don't come on knocking at the door. If they do, it's too bad. I'm not answering the door. Wow. Oh goodness. That slappy mama came and slapped me in the neck, but it's so flavorful. The seasonings just do a symphony in your mouth, and they just dance on your tongue. It is so good. I already know the asparagus ought to be good. What I do is I saute my asparagus in an oil, either olive oil or whatever. Season it with salt, and I did white pepper this time and garlic powder, and I crowned it with Parmesan cheese. It's phenomenal, real simple. Probably takes about 10 minutes to cook. Hey, listen, have a ball at this. You can put whatever seasonings that you want depending on what you're trying to look for. If you want spicy, you could put paprika in here. Not paprika, but red pepper in here, cayenne pepper. I wouldn't suggest to put a whole lot. because it can be overbearing unless you like your food like that. And you can also put hot sauce in this, or you can put it on as a condiment when you're done. Whatever way you want to do it. But make sure that you saute your onions and bell peppers. After you saute your onions and bell peppers, put your meat in, saute them, brown them off. They will create their own juices. If the juice is not a lot or what you want, you can always put in some more chicken broth or some water. Just make sure you adjust or compensate for the seasoning that may be diluted. Allow this to cook for a little while. You can do anywhere from 35 minutes to an hour is really all you need. This is really tender enough. If you want it to really shred, then you want to cook it a little bit longer so it can really come out. But listen, this is dynamite. This is really, 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 really good. So this meal here probably cost me about, let's see, the chicken was about $6 for a whole pack, and this is a big pack. I didn't even use the whole pack. I only used half of it. And a bundle of asparagus probably cost me about maybe $1.50 or whatever. Listen, I can eat this. This is about four meals, if you will, 4 or 5 meals. So listen, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed my company. I'm Uncle TJ. Listen, I hope that you all come back to see me. And please subscribe to the video, to my channel, please, and share and comment. I'd love to hear from you. This channel is actually over 10 years old, but the cooking, I just started publishing the videos here in this month. But I hope that you all continue with me on this journey as we explore food. Listen, I just love to cook. Love you all. Take care now.